Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Daily Dose of EOS. I am Jack. You can find me on Twitch as Jack Wales. I do streams there all the time. And you can find me on Twitter on as Jack Wales again. And you can find me on Telegram as Blurblano. And lastly, you could catch more of my videos at bit.ly/Jack Wales. So let's jump right into it. So let's start with the price of EOS today. Well, the price of all the top currencies have upped a little bit, with EOS being extra high today, along with Ripple. I don't know what caused this spike here, and it's interesting that the spike did not affect all the currencies equally. I would expect to see a bit more of a spike in Ethereum since they just wrapped up DevCon. But I guess we'll hear more news about that in the upcoming days. So that's EOS is up 2.28% to $5.26. Let's take a look at the RAM price today. So RAM price haven't done too much lately. It's been on a steady decrease over the last month or so. There was this jump at the end of September. You can see is September 22nd to starting to September 21st and going to a high of September 26th. So that was during the London Hackathon, along with the Blockchain Live conference that was taking place also in London. So I think that's what's caused that spike there. But the last few days has been, over the last month, in fact, has been a steady drop in the RAM price. Now is at 0.964448 EOS per kilobyte. And we have a few new tokens listed, one of them being Chip. They are a DICE DApp that you can find right now at the link is bet24.1. Again, they're a new DICE game. They were just listed yesterday and the price shot up. I have spoken to developers. It was a bit interesting, but we'll get into that. It was interesting as in the price, and the user action was interesting. It's almost a bit odd. So, but we'll get into that in a little bit. We also have a few more tokens. C is Parcel is doing a airdrop, which you could get through various means, one of them being the Meet.1 application, which I have opened up here. We're gonna go over some of the news. Let's see what else was going on. So here are all the tokens that were gained, and here are the top losers. You can see here MEV is actually one of the big losses that I have holding, and also EGT is not doing so well, but those were rallying up just a few days ago. So MEV is actually doing their first dividend. You can't claim the tokens yet, claim your dividends yet. They have a 24-hour lockdown on the dividends claim, but I'm looking forward to that. So here are all the token prices that are down, and going over to DApp Radar, we can see the list of EOS dApps. We can see Bet24, which we just mentioned with the chip token, is now number 1. With a very interesting user count, 12,000, which is quite a bit, considering that they are just released. And I have headed over to their Telegram group. It was very small when I got there. It was only 60 members. And there are no distinguishable differentiators between Bet24 and BetDice. So be very wary if you are looking to buy some chip tokens from Bet24. Make sure you do your own research and make sure you do know what you're getting into. As of now, I would not be buying any chip tokens. Here we can have the usual suspects in the top 10. We have Candy Box for getting airdrops and air grabs. So we have EOS Night, which is the mobile game. I did a video on that just a little bit earlier. You can also check that out in my YouTube channel or my Twitch. Bet Dice, Farm EOS, EOS Royale. A lot of gambling games are still taking top places, along with new decks and Chintai. Chintai is back online now. It's a very useful service if you are planning to utilize any of these applications. I highly recommend it. It's very affordable. You could get about 100 EOS worth of stick CPU for just about I think I pay 0.2 EOS for it for a week. So that's very good. My Las Vegas, they are just finished their maintenance and they are doing a update to the site. They say Blackjack is arriving next week, so I'm very excited about that. EOS Bet, EOS Win, EOS Plaza. WellX is a new and upcoming exchange. I have actually just reached out to WellX for interview with their CEO, so also looking forward to that coming in a future video. Okay, so going over to this side, we have the news section open up and meet that one. I know this is in Chinese and not everyone speaks Chinese, but I thought it would be interesting because the Chinese community is very big, and the Meet.1 news section is very good also. So I'll just translate for you a little bit about what it says here. So let me go over to just give me a second. Twitter, EOS Block.1 just released their poll of the question they asked earlier about what users would like to see challenge. What challenge does users want to see tackled by Block.1? So here was the vote, and the overwhelming majority said that scalability, driving mass adoption, is the challenge they favor. So that driving mass adoption has not been a challenge in the previous hackathon, so it'd be interesting that they are doing this poll. Maybe they're looking to make that the challenge in San Francisco. So, but that was very interesting. Creating economic impact, that wasn't a topic in the previous hackathons. Improving user security was a topic in the London hackathon, and sustaining environments was the challenge for the Australian hackathon, the Sydney hackathon. So it's very interesting to see the poll results, and maybe EOS Black.1 would take into consideration when deciding what the San Francisco challenge would be, which will be happening at November 10 to November 11 in San Francisco. So I'll be there, and I'll be sure to post updates on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. Also, EOS Go did a very interesting analysis of the EOS dApps. So mostly are gambling dApps that are taking the first place. Social dApps are also very popular. I haven't actually used too many of them. Novosphere and Nebula, Decent Twitter, which is now Nebula, are not very active the last time I checked. So it's interesting to see that they say have something about 23,000 users. Daily MAU, I think that's daily active. Oh, okay, daily active users about 2,000, which I don't know about that. I guess it's all 11 apps combined. So exchanges, I would expect exchanges to have more active users, considering the exchanges are, people would like to trade cryptocurrencies, EOS tokens, that kind of stuff. Games with EOS Knights topping them all, and maybe a bit of Crypto Wizard. I know they have a promotion, some event going on, but I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, media. I guess that I'm not sure what that is actually. Maybe they will say it further down. So let's see. I know they named some specifics. There you go. EOS Knights being the number 2 game. This is a wallet with a airdrop for users who hold a wallet. So it's a very nice way to advertise to the users of their wallet. And then we have Karma here. I don't think Karma's open. Their social platforms open yet. I think the only thing you could do now is stake your token for more Karma. So it would be interesting to see. It is interesting to see that is the number 13 DApp application. So EOS Night, very cool game. EOS bet dice, decentralized exchanges, and let's see, Karma, and of course Pixel Master, which I haven't played myself. I think the game just ended. I'm not sure if they're gonna have another one. It was very successful, but it just it was a very interesting variation of the pyramid game, if you will. So that's that. So moving on to other news. On the Meet That One application, Doyen Labs is doing a Catalyst series, which in November 3rd, they're holding it in November 3rd, which is basically a workshop for developers and users. And so for users for developers to develop dApps. So it's a hackathon. Okay, cool. And this was the poll they were talking about, driving mass adoption. And this was a very interesting topic that came up. EOS Lao Mao and EOS CAS was hacked, and over 72,000 EOS was stolen. EF-CAF responded, gave an order to freeze these accounts, Refund Wallet, Johnny Walker, Alibaba EOS, White Groups, 24 Crypto Shop, and Mindtray EOS. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if the account has been frozen yet, but I haven't heard anything from updates from the BPs just yet. Freedom Proxy is initiative by Ash, and I think it is a delegate group that you could delegate them to vote for your BPs, which I am myself a delegate. If you want to delegate your votes to me, is at Big Blue Whales. That's my EOS account. You could delegate vote to me, and I'll vote according to my criteria, which I'll publish at a later date. 0x Warriors. I wonder if I have to do with the 0x protocol. And Wikipedia is announced they would be the reward for IQ would be increased to 500 from 100. Okay, so interesting. So you could get more IQ tokens for writing articles now. And they Block That One changed their Twitter handle. So just keep in mind, it's no longer Block That One. It's no longer EOS.io. Instead now is block-1- to better reflect the separation, if you will, between the Block That One company and the EOS network. They do have a stake in the ecosystem, but they are not running the network. It is more than just Block That One that has a stake in the network. If you listen to this podcast, there's a good chance that you hold EOS tokens, and therefore you also have a stake in this ecosystem. So they're just changing the Twitter handle to better reflect that. Let's see. So this is some stats about the current network. How many people have staked their tokens? What's the price of RAM? What's the size of the RAM? And that's it. That's mostly the news from yesterday. On Twitter, we have a few tweets from EOS Go and EOS DAC. And on Weibo is more general. Okay guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up. It's been a bit longer than I expected the session to go on. Please leave some feedbacks if you think this podcast is a helpful way for you to get information in your morning or at night, wherever you might be. EOS is a global network, So I hope we have global listeners from all over the world. Let me know what you think, and then do you think I missed some information? There was some topic I should have covered. Leave that in the comments if you think so. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning. Goodbye, and have a nice day.